Hello, back with Birds with Feather. Hey, AJ, the Suburban Princess here. Fancy seeing you here again, my co-ed brother. What up,
Hey,
Eddie?
what's going on, AJ?
We have much to talk about our squad for once. We got some good news popping.
Says it's time to fear the beard in Philly.
Fear the beard. And I'm waiting. I'm telling you, I'm not purchasing shit till he actually does his press conference because I believe until we hear him speak, because he's probably not a social media person, I don't believe it's happening yet. I'm still kind of like, oh, this is crazy. How do you feel about it?
Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy that it became a reality. Yeah, it's a lot of people are like, oh, it's. And they were saying, oh, this is too much. This is not. It's not too much. We didn't give up too much.
No, we didn't. I agree. We gave up two guys.
We gave up two guys who were on the bench. You can't even count Ben. We gave up a guy who was not even playing for us. So he doesn't even count.
No.
And we gave up two bench players. I mean, yeah, Curry was starting, but in reality, he was going to go to the bench if, or something. It was going to end up him at the bench with Harden coming here anyway. And we didn't. And we didn't give away our future by giving up all the young guys.
Because you heard Miss Nelly. Everybody calling in was upset about the picks. I'm like, who the hell's thinking about?
I don't care. Well, the picks don't matter because next year the pick is going to be what, 28, 20, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who cares about that pick? And if we're still good a couple years down the line, that pick is still going to be low, going to be a high number. So. And if by some weird chance we suck ass by 2007, it's protected anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, stop crying and just let it go.
I told you that this fan base does not like change. So we always flip when everything's like, but what about the backup? Because all they're thinking of is Joel's gonna get hurt, and then who's gonna be center?
Stop thinking like that.
Thank you. What has Embiid been doing all season? Kicking his ass back on the floor.
He played 20 games straight this year, which he's never done.
Post COVID, you know why? He thought his ass was gonna die. That's why he saw a new life. He was like, I'm alive.
He's like, I got this.
I got this. This is my squad. I was saying earlier that I feel like that it's somewhere between his son being born and COVID, and then the whole blow up with Ben. I think at this point, Embiid knows he can't be fucking around now. The last few years he got left on the squad because this is his city. He hasn't wanted to change. He's been through the ups and downs. When you get to the second round 3 times in a row, come on, you can't tell me you're ready to get over the hump.
It's disappointing, you want more.
Come on, you have a bunch of friends who you're doing a project with, and you almost like nail it, and then that person decides to be like, I don't know if we should do this anymore. It'd be like, no, we're in it, bitch. Like, we're finishing this. We're finishing it. So, so what is your overall feeling, though, about the trade as far as, like, it's obviously going to help now because it was kind of painful to watch him. Do you feel like it's going to really make a difference come playoff time? Because the Nets can possibly flip if KD comes back after the All-Star.
Who knows? I mean, it clearly made us a better team, no matter what. I mean, the starting lineup improves because you got two players in the top 10 in your starting lineup, and then you go down the line. You got a top 50 player in Tobias. I mean, and that takes all the pressure off Tobias. If Tobias can still put up his 20 points a night, we're golden. And if the other guys perform, like, what else do we need? It's like, come on, everybody's like, oh well, it's not helping, it's not gonna help. But yeah, but it's taking pressure off of everybody. It takes pressure off of Green. It even takes pressure off of Maxey.
Although he just said in a presser that he said he would even play backup center if he had to. Maxey ain't scared.
He ain't scared of nothing. So
even though he get ran over, he don't care. He got a line in his heart. That's what I love.
Yeah, I mean, it makes, and then it's a Thibault's just your other starter. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about his offense. He can focus on shutting people down because that's what he does.
So Harden does, in your opinion, help Tobias in terms of spacing, right?
Yeah, he does. I mean, pick and roll all day, baby. Pick and roll all day.
So please explain to me when you say pick and roll, because at first they said they were trying to work that more with Embiid and Maxey. Is that something that Tobias was good at too, or is that more?
Because he's a good shooter, so he can do that. But you gotta have a guy that can penetrate too. So I mean that's gonna be it's gonna be a lot easier with Embiid and Harden on the floor. A whole lot easier.
I just wanted more shooters. Now I don't know if this Paul Millsap guy can be a.
I don't know what kind of shooter he is, but
yeah, like shooter or a back.
Honestly, I think we're gonna if the buyout market starts, we're gonna pick up somebody else.
I believe so too. I don't think it's over. I don't.
There's gonna be some guys floating around. They said JJ Redick may be floating around. I take him.
Okay.
I take him back as a shooter. I take him back. The guy can still spot shoot. Bring him.
I was waiting for you to say that. I was like, I hope Eddie saw that because that was all over.
Who cares about his defense? He can shoot.
I want JJ back. I would love if he came out of retirement just for the rest of the season. Like if they could give. I don't know if they do that. Do they do like mid-season contracts? Where
they can. Yeah, but if his, I guess if his contract is bought out, he can play.
I would love that, wouldn't you? That would be the best like postseason.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. Those tickets will go up the roof. You think they're going up now? Like if JJ comes back? I mean, you do need extra shooters. Let's keep it funky. I mean, we know that sometimes Embiid and Tobias can go cold, so it's like you need more shooters because Thibault is not always strong on the offensive yet, but I'm hoping he's going to still keep pushing.
And Maxey's a very streaky three-point shooter.
Maxey can be streaky. He's not afraid to shoot. I mean,
he's not.
The thing is, we got rid of the fear of the shot.
and Furkan is way too inconsistent.
Yeah.
And we all like him, but he's way too inconsistent.
Yeah.
I wouldn't been upset if they had traded him yesterday. For somebody else.
Daniel Green were gonna go. I was praying. I said, please get rid of bow-legged Lou. Please get
rid of bow-legged Lou.
I can't stand him and his pigeon toes. I think he got worried after he got married and his shit just went down the drain.
Yeah, but you know what? If he can pick it up now that he is going to be zero pressure on him, maybe he can get some shots in now.
Right.
And Danny plays good defense too. So I mean,
Danny has been coming up. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just that we know that he's supposed to be there to be the corner shot guy, and sometimes he's just like hanging his arm up for nothing. You're just sitting there going, "Come on, Danny, let's go!"
Right off the bat.
You're sitting there going. Sometimes he can look like he's all dialed in, and then you'd be like, "Brick, really, Danny? Brick?"
Yeah.
So I mean, but I was funny. Did you see the thing on Twitter where they showed the guy that mimics everybody's how they put up the ball? Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see it. You gotta send that to me.
I tag you in that because when you see the way the guy did Danny, that's why I cracked up. I said, exactly. This is what I can't stand about Danny when he shoots sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy how these guys can mimic these guys and
oh my god,
get their mannerisms down completely and like
how they do after they get the shot. How LeBron does backstep so that he gets that shot.
Did you see Alex Holly on 29 this morning?
No.
She put a beard on and she was talking like she was James Harden. I was crying. I was crying. I was like, what the hell's wrong with this girl?
Yeah, well, you know what? I love her because she's willing to go there. I mean, homegirl dressed up to be like Janet to mimic Scream from the Scream video. I said, she goes there. I like it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But, so my whole thing is the big day is March 10th, apparently. That the Nets Sixers. I'm not going.
I'm watching from home.
I'm watching from home. I'm being smart. Like I'm not trying
I'm not spending all the boosted tickets, extra money on boosted tickets.
Just put that on rent. They hiking them tickets up now. Like
like
$900.
It's gonna cost you. It's already gonna cost $200 just to walk in the door.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Like it's just like. Nah.
It's gonna be crazy. But so they said that they think that Ben can possibly sit out. Do you think he'll sit out or do you think he's gonna man up?
Somebody made a joke said that he's gonna be like, oh, my back hurts and he won't play. Because
that was his injury, right? He could sit there and go, oh, I think I pulled a limb. If I were him, I'd be cocky because my biggest fear is he's gonna go in there and play his ass off once he starts. Because he couldn't wait to tell everybody he was happy to be on the team. I'm like, oh, suddenly the mental issues and I need time.
Now it's gone. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Screw that weak-minded fool. I mean,
I'm just saying, you don't fake a mental illness and make it blatant. Like I get it. Harden pretended he gained like 1,500 pounds to get out of Houston, but that's different. because he's always been kind of a thick dude, so he could kind of get away with that. But everyone knew he lied about being really out of shape. He wasn't that much out of shape.
Nah.
But at the same time, it worked for him because they were about to go in a different direction. So I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't excited about him at first as much. You heard me. I wasn't excited about him. Yeah. But it was like either that or not have the trade and then just get a deal on the offseason. That's what I was hoping for.
Well, yeah, and if we didn't do a move at all, I mean, for anybody, we were definitely not going to go anywhere in the playoffs this year. Nowhere.
No.
I mean, I'm talking about it could have been a first round kick out. Because
it'd be like the bubble games.
Yeah, because we just weren't good enough. I mean, we just needed that one extra piece, and not having a max.
It might be more than that, though.
Having a max player sit on the bench and not want to play,
and it'd be a waste. And that's why I said at the end of the day, as much as Daryl said he would wait 4 years, we knew he wasn't going to do that because every day was getting excruciating to watch them almost win games that they should normally win.
Oh yeah, and that's why Doc came out the other night and was like, "I need a point guard."
I heard him say, I didn't hear him. I saw the quote and I said, "Doc, just stop." He said, "I can't even lie anymore. Give me a goddamn point guard."
We're just gonna see Doc. If they ain't get him a point guard, we're gonna see Doc on the sideline smoking cigarettes.
He's just gonna start cussing everybody out at the beginning of games. Like,
be like a grumpy old,
shut up.
Be like the grumpy old man in a rocking chair sitting on the porch.
Everybody out, just having like twitching.
Sitting there with his cognac.
Should have told y'all bastards just get the point guard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I'm happy that we got him, but like I said, I think the apprehension that it seems like most of these pundits, even Charles Barkley, is saying they don't know if he's going to blend with Embiid well. Well, I'm like, you always have to worry about chemistry, but I feel like Embiid has made a point to get along with what's his name, Harden, even when he wasn't. I think Embiid's trying to make peace with most of the guys in the NBA because I think at this point he's trying to value his position, and he knows that he's MVP. Basically, he was MVP last year, and they just snubbed him. But I think he makes a conscious effort to be at peace with most people in the league.
Yeah, he showed a lot of maturity over the years. I mean, that's just what he's finally been doing. Like, and I'm happy about that. So everybody, all the people to say that, he can't play. He can play. You really think he can? The two of them can't play together. He's not a selfish player either. So.
Well, those rumors started with him and Ben was because all those times that people were saying him and Ben didn't fit. I'm like, yeah, well, if you have a guy that doesn't want to help you when you're getting double teamed by shooting, that's going to be a problem. That's not because they couldn't play together. They showed they played together. Oh, they played well together. When during the regular season, when Ben was on the team, I mean, when they had the starting lineup intact, they had one of the best records in the league. Right. And you know that. We both said that. We said that there's not a problem with them playing. People just wanted to create drama. Yeah, they're creating a problem. Yeah. They're creating a problem. So. But I think what we all saw was what I kind of think we feared was that Ben was never really connected with this team to begin with. Like maybe he really wasn't as engaged as we thought. You know? And I think that's the only thing that those rumors that I heard before make sense now. Like I'm starting to think maybe he really wasn't. Maybe he was just kind of just like they say, going through the motions, but he really never, his heart was never really in Philly. Yeah, I mean, and also his character, you can tell he was just coddled and he just didn't want to, he didn't want to man up and do what he had to do. Because if he did, he would have started shooting. And honestly, how as you as a man could hear people talking smack about your name? Why wouldn't you just want to just play, fake like you like everybody, just to get a better chance? I'd want to shut everybody up. Yeah. Shut the haters down and just be like, I'm just not gelling with this team, but I'm ready to leave. You know, not just sit there and hide and be mad at everybody saying something about you. And he's lucky that Joel didn't even say his name because Joel really could have really came at him that last game. And you know what? Did that. The team even came out and they had his back. They said, "Hey, we welcome back with open arms." Right. I'm like, and they sincerely would have if he didn't, tucking his tail between his legs and crying. I mean. And you could tell people were reading it wrong. Like even through all those whole months, even before the season started, like everybody I think wanted it to be a drama when it wasn't a drama. Yeah. But the reality is he made it worse because he was starting to cop an attitude. He was half-assed coming to practice. It was like, you're creating more than there needs to be, dude. Like, the better you play, the faster you had a shot of getting out even before like the new year. Oh, because the team would have been chomping at the bit to get him. Yes. He could have showed everything he didn't show after the playoffs and be like, all right, so now that I did that, can I go now? Like, I did all I had to do. But yeah, he made it hard on himself. And I think that the criticism from the national pundit is that did the Sixers give up too much? I'm like, no, they didn't. I think the only thing that I will miss is Curry when he has his hot streaks, of hitting them threes. Because we know.
But you can get another player like him. I mean,
you can. I mean, there's many shooters in the league. But that's why I say Bradley Beal would be a nice steal in the offseason if he decides to finally leave Washington.
See what happens.
We'll see. All right, so Super Bowl talk. I'm excited only because I do want to see if the Bengals do pull this one out. Because it's obvious the Rams got this all over. They're in LA. They're the second or third team that's since the Bucs who've been able to play in their home field for the Super Bowl. Yeah. So I think that Joey Burrow has a shot, but we all know we're not blind. We see how that O-line folded and had him sacked 9 times. So
and that Rams defense is in that front seven.
Come on, Aaron Donald with his no neck alone could kill Aaron
Donald, the full-grown baby. Looks like a full-grown baby.
He's a full-grown baby.
Look like a little kid.
No neck.
It's like a little kid.
But they're a force, and I'm saying if there's anything the Bengals know what to do this draft is to get him some O-line help. Because other than that, he'll be fine.
I mean, he's gonna have Von Miller. He's gonna have Von Miller coming at him too.
I'm just saying, and he's starting to feel himself. So. And God forbid if he turns anything over more than once. Although they had a bad game when they did he got sacked, but they still won. So if they really pulled it out, it would come down to their kicker, who seems to be a cocky little son of a bitch for a rookie.
Yeah.
He has no fear.
But the other question is, can the Bengals defense stop the Rams offense? So too. I mean,
Cooper Kupp.
Can they shut down Cooper Kupp? And if they can, they got to worry about Odell. I mean, if they don't, and that running back is nasty too.
Cam, I know. Cam Akers just came back from ACL.
He's running with a chip on his shoulder because he's got something to prove. He's mad. He's like, I'm showing all these people I can play.
He literally ran players over during that playoff game. So.
Yeah. He had a couple of mistakes. The one when he got dropped on his head and the ball came out.
Yep, and he fumbled a couple times.
And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, so he better not fumble. This is not the game for him to have fumble.
But I mean, at least those were like forced fumbles. He didn't drop it. The guy pretty much punched it right out.
Yeah. I mean,
it wasn't like he just said, "Ooh, I coughed it up on a bad exchange."
Yeah, it's not like with the Eagles have a problem with Miles sometimes where he just coughs it up before he even gets contact. But
a lot of that is also if you got a bad exchange from your quarterback too, that sucks.
It doesn't
because if you're running this way full steam and the guy's coming at you and you're trying to you got to worry about I got to get this in. And by the time you try to shift it, the guy's hitting you. It's like, all right, the ball's coming out. That's it.
Out.
Yeah.
But I do think that it will be a good game. But what if you had a chance to go and pick, who does your heart say if you bet money on it will win?
I'm putting money on the Rams.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah. Part of me wants the Rams to win just because of some of the older players they have. Because I'm like, bro, I have another shot.
Well, also for Stafford. I mean, you want Stafford to finally feel justified.
I mean, because he was living in hell for all those seasons.
He had no shot ever.
That horrible franchise. I mean, he's stuck in Detroit all that time. I'm just like, come on, man. He deserves it.
I agree.
So,
I totally agree.
And he's a good dude. You never hear anything bad about him. He can tell you straight family man. Yeah. So
his wife survived a tumor. She had a brain surgery.
Everybody when they talk about her, she's like the nicest person in the world when they talk about her.
She pretty much lived through hell on top of obviously giving birth. But she had a brain tumor.
Unlike
health issues, so
unlike my home's girlfriend, everybody's fiance, everybody's like, ugh.
Mahomes, poor thing. Look, all I gotta say is if he gets divorced, I think we all understand.
And his brother Jackson, I'd shake the shit out of my brother if he was embarrassing me like that.
And he's not even. It's not even cool about it. That's the sad part. It's not even like he's doing something cool that be like, well, he can dance and stuff. It's more like, what?
I'd be like, stop embarrassing me, man.
Yes. Those are the family members you want to say, can y'all just stop recording everything? It's fine if you want to do it. You ain't got to post it. But
I'm gonna stop letting y'all come to games.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because she was all throwing champagne on folk when they won that championship. I said to myself, bitch, I just got my hair done. I'm about to go up in there and cut your ass.
Luckily, she's in the booth.
I'm just saying. She knows the little peons won't come up to her, but I mean, you get somebody crazy, she'll be like, "Look, it's you and me after we get out of here."
Oh yeah.
But no, Joey Burrow has a great story. I think that someone is humble.
Yeah.
It's very exciting to see him even in this position and still not look like he's nervous at the least bit.
Cool, yeah.
Cool as a cucumber. He's talking about he's sick of watching film. They've been doing film for 2 weeks. He's sick of film. I said, homeboy's ready to rumble. He's like, let's talk more action.
I do like that he got comeback player of the year for his comeback at ACL, coming right back strong.
Although I thought that was an FU to Dak because I thought that Dak was going to get that because Dak was, you know why? Because we felt bad for him. We were Eagles fans felt bad for him. You know, like
I felt bad for him.
Paid. You know what I mean? Like he can't get a break.
But now, you know what I always say about Dak? He's a fraud.
Well, I mean, as Eagle fans, you gotta be real to it. I mean, he is a fraud because he's gotten there. Carson never got there, so he should have been able to finish it at some point. You know. And he's still struggling, so it has to be at this point.
But he's the greatest thing.
I know. Since
he's so great. Yeah, and that team is so great.
The team is so great, but now everybody, you notice a little bit of the national pundits are starting to get even sick of like slurping them now because they're like, we keep bigging y'all up every damn year. Y'all keep
that's why that running joke is every Cowboy fan. This is our year, and
every year
they say that every year.
And I feel bad for the fans as they get the tattoos, like the person who got that Super Bowl tattoo a couple seasons back. I'm like, now what are you doing? You feel dumb. So, but this Super Bowl should be fun because you don't feel like you have any emotional interest in it as much as just you want entertainment.
Yeah, you know? He's like one of those kids in a third world country that has like Bill Super Bowl shirts.
Yeah, still holding on to what? Like people who like I don't know.
The ones that never win, and they give all the shirts off to the other countries.
I mean AJ Steely, still got Coy Detmer jerseys. Those people. Yeah, I mean at least if I had my LJ Smith, I don't wear it anymore. I keep my jersey in the closet. I keep my big jersey in the closet. And
I got a bunch of I still got a bunch of old players' jerseys. Yeah,
but there are some players you just go, why did you spend the money? At least with Sanchez, I got a T-shirt. I didn't waste that much money on a jersey for Sanchez when he was here. I got a T-shirt that cost me literally $40-$50 less. And then someone ended up taking it out of my car. But anyway, the point was, I never spend that much money for players. If anything, if you're going to be a fan, don't buy jerseys anymore because you really do not know who is going to stay on the team by the time you jump on that train. Yeah. Because all these people who bought what's his name? The wide receiver that didn't really manifest this past year. Yeah, some people got his jersey, and I was like, I didn't even know he had a jersey. And then he didn't even stay on the team. Who's that guy? You know what I'm talking about? The wide receiver that we ended up trading, and everyone's like, oh, I thought he was gonna Travis Fulgham.
Oh, Fulgham, yeah.
Fulgham. Someone had a jersey.
He had one good year.
One good year, not even that, maybe even half the season.
Well, that's like when they released not Chris Gow, a Goodwin's jersey. The one who used to play for the 49ers.
Yes.
And we had him for like a hot minute, but then he just retired.
He never came. They ended up sending him back so he could just retire a 49er.
Because COVID hit, and he was like, he opted out. He was like, I don't want to play anymore. I was like, all right, well.
I just knew when they grabbed him, I knew he wasn't going to play because I said, didn't he have a lot of injuries? And then I thought maybe they just got him as a last minute.
Well, he was coming. I think honestly, I think if COVID didn't happen, I think he would have came back because once COVID came and he had just had a newborn kid and he just was like, I'm not playing. Yeah. So
are we talking about halftime now? There's some prop bets. I'm just hearing Michael Snelly was talking prop bets. Now, prop bets to me, I'm not good with the line crap. I just know for prop bet for me is if you're going to bet if Snoop is going to open the show or if Eminem and Dr. Dre going to open the show or if Mary J. Blige. Oh, I got Kendrick Lamar. Too.
Yeah, you got Kendrick. It's a lot. That's going to be
It's busy. It's a busy halftime.
It's very busy. And I do like it because they haven't done one like this in a while. Usually they just, they've been doing just a single, which can be boring sometimes, just one person up there.
They try to blend genres like they did with Beyonce and Bruno, and then Coldplay. But it was like all of them are pop, so that wasn't really mixing to me. It was like that one year where they did Aerosmith and then
that was actually pretty fun though when they did Aerosmith. That was a fun halftime show.
NSYNC and Britney, that was pretty. But it was confusing in the beginning though because you got all that going on, and then Britney's coming out of nowhere, and then NSYNC's in the back. It's like, wait, what? But This one is just straight up hip hop, and then obviously some R&B.
Yeah.
If you had to bet what Snoop Dogg would come out with, if you had a song you think he's going to start, because he's obviously King California, him and Dre. So
oh yeah,
I'm betting that he's going to open up with "What's My Name." That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably. I mean, that's his best song.
It's his best song, but then you know, I want to hear Gin and Juice too. It could be next episode. We could
see, but the thing is, it being a Super Bowl setting, because he may not do Gin and Juice because just because of reference of alcohol, but who knows? They may not do that. But
even though there are beer sponsors for every Super Bowl. So.
Well, yeah, true, but he. I mean, if he was singing about Budweiser, it'd be completely fine. You know, they'd be like, all right.
True.
Yeah. So.
I mean, What's My Name? And then I'm thinking Dre. He's more the producer, but if you figure he's going to do California Love, it's like he's probably only going to do a verse because we obviously expect Tupac's part to come in.
Yeah, he'll do that, or he'll or he could do. Yeah, I mean, Dre's got a good catalog too, but
but mostly produced stuff. Like he would have to have guys come in, and if they have like unannounced guests that come in for a song, like Warren G or somebody.
I mean, he could do one of the songs with Em that he did with Em too. Because Em will be there.
They could do Forgot About Dre because it has been a while since he's done a performance.
Or I Need a Doctor, that one. I can do that.
I haven't heard that one in a while. And if they do some shady, I'm thinking, and I did listen to the song you were talking about, Godzilla, yesterday, and I was like, crap.
That song is crazy.
I actually like the song with and it's some other rapper that's on it with, but there's a little blurb of the video on TikTok that he did, and I actually like that beat a little bit more because I hadn't listened to him in a while, and I realized he's rapping faster now. So
he switches it up. He'll 1 minute he's going normal, 1 minute he's like going blazing fast, and
he goes in that like twister mode, and I'll be like, oh shoot, does anyone know what he's singing? But since quarantine, we haven't seen any of these guys come out, and I'm just amazed at the thought. Now, if you had Eminem coming out, what would you want to hear first?
I think he's gonna do one of the songs he's really famous for, like "Lose Yourself."
I was thinking,
that's
a good motivation song. That's
something off 8 Mile. That's gonna be something that would be. I mean, he could do something off of Slim Shady album, but that's so long ago. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to do that.
I think that was in that pop tone, so I don't.
If he's going to do My Name Is, I don't think he's going to do that. I'd rather see him do Lose Yourself or something off of
Or The Way I Am.
Yeah, he could do that too.
There's a lot of cursing though in that one too, though. But
I
feel like The Way I Am.
I wonder who's gonna have to get bleeped first.
Yeah, because somebody's gonna slip, and that's why I said the censors are just waiting. They're probably going to dub.
Well, they got that delay, so they're gonna have like a delay, a couple seconds, so they can be like, "Oops, I got this."
When they do it, because sometimes they do it too early, and then like the whole song is lost, and
or they miss.
Turn up the volume.
Yeah, that's not good.
They're going like, "Wait, Slim Shady," and I was like, "Wait, what?
Hey, what happened?"
And Mary J. Blige, I said they're probably going to either do that corny dancery song or she's going to do Just Fine because I mean, give her a lot of time.
Just Fine is a good song to do. It'll get people hyped up.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll probably open up with a slow song at first, and then they'll probably go into something upbeat. I would assume they would let her go first because she's the lady. She's the only lady there.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar, I mean, God, he could go so many different directions. Like, it'd be one of those things if he did decide to bring Beyonce out for like.
Yeah, but they're not going to bring anybody else out, though.
I don't think so. That's too many people.
They got so many people already, so I don't think they're going to bring out too many. Now, there is a couple songs on one of Dre's albums that has M and Kendrick in it. Okay. So I don't know if he's going to pull that out at all or not.
He has a new single out that's not too bad. I heard it's called E something. What is it called? It was something with an E in the title, and I just heard because it was on See the Thing Is, but it's like the latest single he's putting out, and it wasn't too bad. It's more like a low tempo. Dre is always chill.
Yeah. So Dre did this album called Compton, and it has it has a song called Medicine Man, I think is the one with M and Kendrick.
Okay.
So, and there's a couple other ones. So I don't know. He could pull one of those. It's gonna be, no matter what they pull out though, it's gonna be a fun show.
It is gonna be
especially for our generation. Like, if they're like, oh, these People everybody everybody up there except for Kendrick is almost 50 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Our demographic has grown up with this show, right?
Yeah, so
everybody in our demographic is older, so we can appreciate it.
Yeah.
So don't throw no country shit out in there either. You know, they're dying to throw a country artist up in there. You know, it's bad enough the opening of the Super Bowl is going to probably have 25-minute long everything, like anthems.
Well, shit, you know, they're going to start. It's so funny on Super Bowl Sunday how they start coverage at like noon. Game's not on until 6 o'clock. I'm like, oh.
It's just so long. It's like you forget about the damn game by the time 7 o'clock comes.
You like ready to, like, I got to take a nap in between. Or I'm not going to make it.
You're missing kickoff because you're so stressed out from like so much damn coverage. You're like,
I don't want to see all this history. I know all the history already. Stop showing me.
That's why I missed half of the game trying to get to Josh's party that night because I told you I was like.
Oh, you mean the party me and Josh did at his house?
For Super Bowl because I thought that I wasn't going to miss anything. And then I missed half the damn first quarter.
That was fun party. Like,
it was a great
dude, we you just saw us getting ready for this thing though on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Saturday, we drove around all day long getting ready for the party. It was fun though. I mean, we were over in Jersey buying all the booze and like my car was so full. I'm glad we didn't have anybody else with it because they wouldn't be able to fit.
Yeah,
like, we had the back seat and the trunk.
Well, because and I didn't think what to bring because I'm thinking y'all had everything. Because everybody that was there, I'm thinking like, what the hell am I gonna bring? You know?
Well, we were out there. People brought stuff. We were out there throwing cans of Pabst at people. Like, hey, catch! Like, I wasn't drinking that shit. I wasn't drinking that shit anyway. So, the Pabst, no,
I don't do that. I think. What did I don't even know what I drank, but I just know I was on my phone the whole time. I just know
I was pretty drunk, so it was fun.
Well, it was a good feeling. It's just the fact that we almost kind of missed the ending because they had the door open and we had the delay. Remember? And
Peace. I was about to yell to Pete's brother because he gonna come in and tell us what happened. I'm like, yo, shut up!
And they're like, shut the fuck up! We didn't get there yet. We were so mad because we were like just being like, and they go,
buzzkill.
We were like idiots. We didn't see it. Yeah, no, that was a great night. But what do you usually like if you're doing it at home and you don't go anywhere? Like me personally, I think I'm probably gonna get nachos. I said, and I was just gonna have like either wine or make myself a little margarita mix. What is your ideal Super Bowl snack?
Let's grab some wings or something and chill out.
Yeah, I was thinking wings too, but I feel like my mom made so much chicken in this past week. I'm sick of chicken. Like I just want to get like snacks.
Yeah, I'm going over one of my friend Steph's house first. I don't know what she's doing. We're not doing a lot. Not going crazy. Okay, because it's only a handful of us. Which is good because no way we can do that size party right now.
That's what I'm saying. Now that kind of size party makes me uncomfortable when I see the picture. I'm like, God dang it!
It was a lot. We were
on top of each other.
That was COVID. We all would have got COVID because the way we were after, and then when they won, we were all hugging on each other. We were
outside. There was so much interchanging going on. We would have all been dead the next day.
Everybody's like,
alcohol. We got
like wake up next morning talking about my throat hurt.
Yeah, my chest is burning. I can't breathe. I have no taste. What
the fuck is going on?
No, I know, but this game, like I said, I don't even think anyone cares about the commercials as much because they kind of even teasing commercials a little bit already, and I hate how they take that stuff away. So I don't even care about the commercials this year. It's more the game.
We'll see. I mean, there should be some.
We don't have any real interest in it anyway.
It should be funny ones. We'll see. So.
Yeah, but either way, so between that and then the draft is going to be probably the next big exciting thing, especially if the Sixers actually, if they don't for whatever reason make the playoffs at all, which I highly doubt at this point. Will be the Eagles draft. Now the draft thing is in Vegas. Now this was I think they were supposed to do this 2 years ago pre-COVID because they wanted the players to come down. They were going to build a stage for the Bellagio, and I think this year they did the All-Star hockey game in the Bellagio. Like they had them do some kind of something right there in the middle of the Bellagio.
They did some skills thing at the Bellagio.
I think that's what they wanted to do for the draft 2 years ago. So I think that's why it's back in Vegas this year. I'm excited because I want to see how they're going to do this. Because I told you, I said my biggest my biggest fear is that they decide to do some freaking runway in the middle of the water and somebody
falls in.
Ruin their new suit. They all excited.
You want these big motherfuckers. You want these big motherfuckers walking down that thing and it breaks it.
Not paying attention.
Some giant lineman, he just falls through. Like, yeah.
Somebody take Roger Goodell with them in the water.
They probably pull it up.
Yeah,
just push them in there.
Put them in there for the hell of it. Like the guy that's Mr. Irrelevant. Just for the sake of it, just push him into the water. But yeah, so it should be exciting. But yeah, thanks, Ed. I wanted to just rap about this. Really excited about it. I don't know what to expect. I know that Harden's not supposed to be playing until next week. He's supposed to go physical and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think the Celtics game, on Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't know who was against. I assumed Tuesday. Well, Celtics is good practice because they'll.
I'm gonna watch them tonight though. I mean, they start tonight.
Yeah, what's the game tonight? Who they against tonight?
They got the Thunder tonight, so.
Okay, so
I'm probably gonna run out and grab a beer and watch it.
Yeah, quick. I'm about to actually go back to my job, which I haven't been very good today.
Oh, you're slacking off today.
Yeah, ADD was brutal. Just this, the trade stuff just distracted me. It was kind of hard to focus ever since yesterday. Yeah. I didn't think anything was gonna happen. I was real quick to be like, ain't nothing gonna happen. Y'all talking a whole bunch of shit, and ain't nothing gonna happen, and we all gonna sit here and feel stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they popped something off before 2:00 yesterday, so.
Yeah, they pulled the trigger earlier than I thought they would. I mean, it was way before the deadline.
I was expecting to be like 4:01. That's what I thought. I said they're going to give me a feeling they didn't do shit, and then be like, oh, by the way.
before 2:00, they were like, yeah, we're doing this. I'm like, what?
Yeah, because did you hear Anthony? Because Anthony had
Anthony's was hilarious. I was crying, man. He was like,
funniest.
It's going. He's like, Tunis, play them song. I'm like,
Tunis. I love when he does it. Yeah.
I started cracking up, man, when he lost it.
I was so glad they put the clip out there because I wanted to see it. I was like,
I loved it because it's going off. He seemed like he'd just be fun to hang out with.
Oh no, he's definitely that guy. That's why that's why I'm starting to miss now the Fanatic what do you call it, a fan fest, because he's always the person you want to get to, but he's hard to get to now because everybody wants to get a picture with him and cuz. So now it's like not as easy as it was when I first used to go. I used to be able to just get a picture with him right away. Now I'm like, I don't feel like waiting. People are just annoying now. But all right, Ed, so we'll be watching tonight. I know at this point we're not expecting much, but there's no way they should lose to the Thunder tonight. But they don't got sets, so they better just make sure a lot of these dudes are making baskets tonight. And I'm hoping that Matisse decides to practice tonight and get his shots off while he can.
Oh, he's gonna have some opportunities.
Yeah. So. And the thing is, I'm glad you and me both agree that it's not like Matisse can't shoot. He just doesn't shoot often.
Yeah, he just doesn't shoot that often. Yeah. But we know he will.
Yeah, he's not
afraid to.
No.
So
no, it's just not in his game, but he can do it. And I think it was good that Joel put him out there during that presser because he was trying to say stop acting like you can't shoot. Let's not go through this again.
Yeah, right. We know what you can do.
We know what you can do. It's one thing if you miss totally, but at least you keep doing it. So.
Yeah.
All right. So I broke my 30-minute eyes I see guy stuff, but anyway, we'll do this again.
All right.
I'll talk to you.